up next, it's a lightweight bout between Bruce Lee and Tony Ferguson. All right, so here he is, DC, the one, the only Tony Ferguson, the former UFC interim lightweight champion, and the man who was the first to accrue a double-digit winning streak in the division, 155 pounds, that most people believe is the best and deepest in the UFC.
It has long been the deepest division in the UFC, and Tony Ferguson has maneuvered his way through that and had eventually captured the interim lightweight championship. One of the most diverse strikers that you've ever seen. I mean, the elbow he hit against Josh Thompson to split him open was unbelievable. And couple that with the college wrestling background, and every time you step into the octagon with Ferguson, you know you're going to have your hands full. From him walking to the octagon, dancing, to getting in there and being so free-flowing, Tony Ferguson is one of the best fighters on the UFC's roster. He really thrives under the bright lights. He is a finisher of the highest order. His training habits are truly the stuff of legend. Eddie Bravo talks about this guy training for 6 hours straight. Probably ill-advised for most fighters, but El Cucuy can do it. He can do it. Well, this is exciting here, DC. The founder of Jeet Kune Do, one of the founding fathers, really, of mixed martial arts, Bruce Lee, is back in a big spot here tonight. Bruce Lee is what every kid looked to when they thought about doing karate. Bruce Lee is the person that anyone looked at when they said, I want to be a fighter. It was the speed. It was the charisma. It was the approach of Bruce Lee that made him so special. And tonight, he's gonna look to show a new generation of fighters exactly how it's supposed to be done. And if you hear the phrase, drillers make killers, right? I mean, that was Bruce Lee in a nutshell. He felt like practice would make perfect. Nobody trained as hard as the great Bruce Lee.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is the main event of the evening. And when the action begins, our referee in charge of the octagon is Herb Dean. And now, this is the moment UFC fans around the world have been waiting for. Live from the sold-out Prudential Center in Newark, New Jersey. It's time! 5 rounds in the UFC lightweight division. Introducing first, fighting out of the blue corner. This man is a freestyle fighter holding a professional record of 26 wins, 6 losses. He stands 5 feet 11 inches tall, weighing in at 155 pounds. Fighting out of Orange County, California, Tony El Cucuy Ferguson! And now introducing his opponent, fighting out of the red corner. This man is a mixed martial artist making his professional debut here tonight. He stands 5 feet 7 inches tall, weighing in at 155 pounds. Fighting out of Los Angeles, California, USA, Bruce the Dragon Lee!
You've been given your instructions in the dressing room. Protect yourself at all times. Follow my instructions. We will have a clean fight. Touch gloves, let's make it a fight.
Ready. Ready to fight.
All right, so the fight is now underway. We'll see how long it goes. You've got a submission specialist on one side, and on the other side, maybe the most well-rounded fighter in this division.
Yeah, he is one of the best fighters in the entire UFC. But in front of him, he has one of the most dangerous fighters across all divisions in the octagon, because that one skill he has is so good that you're in danger the entire time.
I mean, can you imagine having a reach advantage like this? What a luxury!
It's a luxury. I've never had one over the course of my entire career. But fighting guys that are taller, you struggle whenever they are very aware of such a massive advantage. This guy is going to try and use this tonight. Great punch.
DC, didn't take him long to find his range here tonight, huh?
His timing is on point. Beautiful body kick.
Well, perhaps a sign of things to come as he lands a kick there.
Nice kick landed by this gentleman. Big kick lands.
He blocks the punch. Nice connection there by Tony Ferguson. You're probably glad you never had to prepare for a fighter like this in your day.
I've never seen anything like that, and I'm not sure there's anyone like that going up in the weight. Tony Ferguson does not give you any idea of what you're facing. When you're in there, you're confused. He doesn't give you any type of pattern inside the octagon.
Trying to double up on that jab. Continues to mix it up, going to the head, mixing in some body shots. Oh, and there he goes, working off that jab again. How's your jab?
I mean, the jab's nice. I love throwing the jab. But you realize that as MMA evolves, guys will start to fight behind a very educated jab. It's just like boxing. The most thrown punch, and the first one you learn is a jab.
Right.
And in MMA, guys are starting to take that same approach because it is such an effective weapon.
El Cucuy gets caught with that punch. Not the easiest guy in the world to hit, but he got caught there. Ferguson not having it, stays upright. Ferguson's lower jaw does not look good. I don't think it's broken, but starting to show some obvious signs of swelling.
Look at the whip action that comes from him throwing that kick.
Whiffs on the right hand. Pretty good job staying patient as he lands the counter strike there. Strong work by Lee. Well, the leg kicks have been a big storyline in this one, and there's another one. So he continues to slow his opponent down, and nice poker face on the other side. I'm not sure how many more he can take.
He won't be able to take many more. Think about Edson Barboza, how he lands those beautiful leg kicks, no wind-up, so fast. Eventually, guys get stopped from taking too many. This seems to be the path that he is wanting to take tonight in this fight.
Round two next. All right, let's check out some of the action now from that previous round, and he really kept finding a home for those kicks.
Yeah, and why would you change it? If your opponent is not going to check, if he's going to stand there and he's not on his toes and he's stationary, you keep driving those kicks into his thighs, into his body, until he makes some sort of adjustment.
All right, DC, buckle up. Here we go with our next round. High number of kicks landed in the previous round, and he'll look to keep it going here.
He'll look to keep winning the fight with his kicks. He's throwing high kick, leg kick, body kick. He's even throwing a couple spin kicks in there. This guy is so educated with fighting with his legs.
Slips. Oh, nice land there with the punch. You see, he's taking advantage of what is an obvious edge in reach. Switching stances here. Right hook to the head, blocked.
Beautiful punch.
Well, he has landed some good shots, DC, but really unable to string anything together in terms of solid combinations.
It's because he's not committing to it fully. He throws his jab. He may float a right hand out there, but he's not really sitting down on the right hand. He really doesn't seem to have the intent on landing it. He's got to be confident that it's going to land, and he's got to really throw his whole entire body into those strikes.
Try to establish that jab. Well, it's one thing to have length, it's another thing to use it, and he does it as well as anyone. Nice kick there by Lee. And both guys really throwing with authority. Well, his corner was pretty urgent after round one. A little bit lackluster there in that opening round. He has certainly picked up the pace here, and as a result, he has taken control of this second round. Nice punch there by Ferguson. So there it is, taller fighter landing a knee to the body. Nice job landing the double jab there, DC.
I mean, you are definitely pressing that one. You love that one, don't you? You love that jab.
Well, he has certainly found the range and staying pretty busy here on the field.
He's being busy, but it's also the timing and the accuracy that's allowing him to land so many attacks. Big kick land.
Oh, he's got that right hand going tonight, DC. Connected with it there.
He's thrown so many left jabs to throw that right punch right down the pipe. It's unreal.
And he connects there with a punch, so pretty good striking display by him thus far.
He throws everything so straight and so accurate.
So he's really starting to put together some significant body shots here. These are going to take their toll as this fight goes on. Lee gets caught by that straight punch. That'll get his attention. So the unofficial numbers thus far, 74 total strikes have now landed for El Cucuy Tony Ferguson. Well, the accuracy there, DC, not great, landing at a 33% clip thus far against Tony Ferguson. Ferguson gets caught with that punch. He's treading water now. Gotta find a way to move those feet. Round 3 next. All right, so an entertaining 5 minutes. Let's look back at some of the highlights, DC, and I'd imagine a lot of these replays are going to be rooted in that kicking game that was on full display.
Absolutely. You're going to see a lot of different techniques, but the kicking was the key to him getting ahead in this fight. He's out ahead now. He needs to stay the course and continue to do that as the fight goes on.
All right, here we go with our next round, DC. Pretty good game plan in the previous round. Attacked the body to great effect, and will look to continue to do so.
He has done a great job of making the investment. The investment to the body that may not pay dividends early, but as the fight goes long, you will see it start to pay itself out.
Oh, really using his reach advantage as he landed the jab there.
Big, powerful punch lands. Now he gets back to range.
Ferguson's lower jaw very swollen now. Time to bite down on the mouthpiece and move forward. Well, he continues to land a high number of strikes here, just like he did in the previous round. This is a world-class display of striking here tonight. Well, as my favorite rap group Onyx would say, stick and move, right? Beautiful slip off the center line there.
Yeah, what a great job of moving his head. It doesn't take much to avoid a punch.
Man, he's timing his shots nicely. It's like Tom Brady out there. He hasn't missed the target.
I mean, you insist on bringing in Tom Brady. Stop it. John, stop it. Liver kick, if you take those kicks, it's going to shut your body off. Ooh, head kick lands. He's hurt.
Lee gets caught with that punch. His chin is held up thus far. Got to shore up the defense here, though. Single collar tie there.
Look at those weapons. Look at how he uses his knees to the
Back
body.
and forth we go. Oh, he lands another strike to the body here. Really starting to connect on a lot of strikes to the midsection here in the latter stages of this fight. All right, he engages in a single collar tie here. He's got a serious right punch, and he went to it effectively there.
It is his money shot, and he will continue to throw it until he finds a knockout.
Missed with that attempt. Slips, and he landed the right hand there. Oh, caught him flush with the head kick.
What a kick by this young man. He does a great job of disguising that technique, and before you know it, boom, he lands. Big punch land. Ooh.
All right, so there he goes, continuing to land that jab. When they put this highlight together, it's just going to be one head snapping back.
It's going to be boxers going back and watching this guy and going, wow, this is what a jab is supposed to look like.
Oh, nice jab by him there, and I guess on the other side, hard to get your offense going when your head keeps getting snapped back like a Pez dispenser.
Every time he tries to go forward and use his own offense, the jab is stopping him in his tracks. He's doing a great job of fighting behind him. Real sneaky fight.
Oh, he connects there. Final seconds of round 3.
Look at him working at trying to shut the liver down.
A lot of high-level highlights from that last round, DC. Take us through the replay.
If he fought like this, I would be comfortable entering him into a K1 level kickboxing competition. He's that good at finding and landing those kicks at will. He needs to continue to do this as the fight goes on.
Nice job. You're really pushing the pace. I can see you want to win this fight, but you have to be smart. Accuracy.
All right, next round is underway. You know these are two of the more conditioned fighters on the roster, so cardio is not going to be an issue here. And for some fighters, you know, you can have one of those adrenaline dumps or the cardio abandons you on fight night. Not the case for these two guys. Both look very fresh as we start this next round. Lee's cheek looks like it's cut. Yes, it is. Starting to bleed a little bit now. Nice punch by Ferguson.
Over and over, he's landed these big body kicks.
Mixes it up nicely in terms of staying heavy and also staying active. How good is that right hand? Oh, nice job landing the knee there. He's got a lot of size for this division and put it to good use there.
Ooh, what a head kick.
Combination lands for him. It was hard to see a miss in that sequence. He's put it all together.
I mean, everything is just flowing. He's like in a zone. It's like the basketball hoop becomes twice his size. This guy today is looking at focus mitts and is looking. Look at the turnover in that kick. Big liver kick lands under the elbow.
Oh, beautiful kick to the body there, and he just left himself wide open for that strike. Very vulnerable by leaning in, keeping the guard high to allow for an opening down low.
Nice. Oh, nice.
All right, so a nice job there defensively to raise the guard and prevent any damage.
Those hands never leave where they're supposed to be, and if you do that, most times you will block the shot that's incoming.
Splits the guard, lands the right hand. Well, he is really starting to apply a lot of pressure here down the stretch. Not as much offense earlier in the fight. He is making up for lost time now.
Big punch lands over the top. How's he gonna follow this one?
Well, we talked about that reach advantage as you see him land the straight punch there. Great job using his length in that situation. So he counters with an effective punch there, and at least in that situation, it paid to have the advantage in reach. Stuffs the takedown there. How good is his takedown defense? Look at the torso on the right side. Major bruising, and it's only getting worse.
I mean, look at the commitment to kicking in this fight.
Good series of strikes by him there.
Great job of mixing it up, staying active, keeping busy, doing great work.
45 seconds remain in the round.
I mean, this guy is really focused on those punches to the head inside of the clinch. I mean, he's cutting them down the sides with these beautiful leg kicks.
Oh, that kick is good by Lee. How about those 5 minutes?
Winning this slugfest, that's the type of fight he wants. And let him think this last round is how it's going to go. Roar him into a slugfest.
All right, let's take a look back at some of the highlights from those previous 5 minutes, DC, and no padding, no glove on that foot.
No glove, no padding, and look at the hip action when he throws those kicks. He's not only kicking just for feel, he's really trying to damage his opponent. And as the fight goes longer, you will start to see it taking effect.
All right, we'll see how it goes here in this next round. A high number of kicks landed there in the previous round, and at some point, these are going to really start to take their toll.
They do start to take an effect whenever you're taking kick after kick after kick. And watching him fight with that knowledge and that patience shows his fight IQ.
Well, he's certainly keeping busy, DC, connecting with most of the punches he's thrown.
I mean, punches in bunches. He's doing a great job.
Punches in bunches, and he hasn't really shown any signs of slowing down here tonight. I'm not sure how much more his opponent can take.
He has a commitment to kicking tonight, and it shows.
How about the speed on that reversal there? I mean, I know you can get out of some bad spots.
Now, the guy's attacking the triangle. He finds himself in trouble because he got a little bit lazy in the full guard.
Looks like he's trying to manipulate the head. This could be tight.
Watch triangle, watch triangle. There he is. He's moving to the finisher position. Now watch. Now he's okay. Now he can escape.
All right, so inside the open guard of his opponent. You got to be careful playing around for too long here on the ground with this guy. Under 3 minutes now to go in this one. All right, he's trying to control posture here. Now trying to hip escape.
He's just trying to move out of this position off the bottom.
Well, pretty good work off of the bottom here by Lee.
chasing the triangle.
And this could be trouble here. Looks like it's pretty tight. He's trying to work his head out of harm's way.
It might be over. Watch triangle, watch triangle. Needs to push the arm to the side. Get his head against.
Nicely done.
He loaded up on that right hand, too.
Lee getting absolutely worked from the top here on the wrong end of nearly all of these ground and pound strikes. Oh, nice job here staying busy off of his back. Nice offense from the bottom. Pretty good right hand. Oh, well, both fighters pretty comfortable on the ground, DC, but you got to be very careful hanging out here for too long if you're his opponent. All right, he's very comfortable fighting off his back, DC. Now looks like he's trying to hip escape.
Yeah, he's trying to hip escape or maybe look for a Kimura here.
Well, you got to be working off of your back. He's certainly doing so here. Nice punch.
Now he falls back into the finishing position.
The sheer will is really remarkable to watch. All right, side control now, DC. When you get side control in a fight, what are you looking for?
When I get to the side control in the fight, and I believe this young man should do the same thing, it's secure first. Grab everything in tight. Make sure your elbows are in. Make sure you've got something locked in so your opponent doesn't just squirm away. Punch short punches, but try to make the opponent make a choice. Either he turns back into you, you take your front headlock, or he turns in the opposite direction, you throw your hook in, and you start looking to get a choke off.
All right, so a close competitive fight throughout. It goes the distance. Maybe a slight striking edge on one side, and perhaps that'll be enough for him to get the knock.
I mean, he's got to hope, right? He's got to hope that what he did, those exchanges where he came out in front, was enough to earn him the victory. This was a very, very close fight, and I'm interested to see who gets the decision.
Ladies and gentlemen, after 5 rounds, we go to the judges' scorecards for a decision. Judge 1 scores this contest, 49-46, Ferguson. Judge 2 scores it, 9-46, Lee. And Judge 3 scores it, 48-47, for the winner by split decision, Tony El Kowloon.